digital marketing, social media, video production.
What businesses have to be prepared?
All that you mentioned. But actually, yeah, it's like a lot of hype now about the metaverse. It's all switched to digital, of course, but the tools are the same. Working with influencers, let's say.
Okay,
yeah, because there are a lot of great products, but no one uses. This is the first thing, because the team and people actually lead you to success. And the smarter people you have, the better for you. So, and also if you have passion about it, because not a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, and it's fine.
It's true.
Yeah, it's fine. But if you feel that it's yours, you will succeed. Yeah, I don't know, for dinner or to watch a movie, then you don't talk about work. But even if you really want to hold yourself, yeah, and just wait a little. Yeah, now if people cannot find you on social media, they will be stressed, I think. Yeah. Should I trust you or not? You know, great feeling when you actually can see each other at some event. Like, oh, you're real. Yeah, now it started happening more often. Yeah, with this Web3, with the NFT week in New York or in Miami.
Hi, this is She Did It Show, and I'm your host, Nadia Okhunova. Today, I'm so happy to present you our guest, Nadia Okhunova. Nadia is an entrepreneur and marketing expert. She is the founder of marketing agency K917. She was working with such brands as Nike, Puma, Samsung, and many others. She established successful media partnerships with such magazines as Vogue, Glamour, Elle, GQ, and other top media outlets. Today, she is focused on Web3 tech startups, and she's exploring new medias for self-expressions. I'm so happy to see you today, Nadia, in our studio.
Thank you for inviting.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I would love to speak with you today about your entrepreneurship journey, about marketing strategies which could be useful to hear to small brand owners, solopreneurs, startups, tech startups as well, and about your life in New York City.
The most interesting part.
That's true, yeah. So you starting with your background maybe, and then we jump more deep to those questions. Yeah. So yeah, you've been born in the Russian city of Vladivostok, and then, as I know, you moved to Moscow, where you actually have been living quite a long time.
I was born in eastern part of Russia. Yeah, it's like super far from Moscow, but then we moved, and I spent most of my adult life there. I would say college, and beginning of my career, and just this like early stage part of my life started there.
Tell a bit more about your education. How did you start to be interested in marketing? Why marketing? And maybe something about your first job?
So I actually started public relations, marketing, and journalism because like back then it was very new profession and it was all mixed together, you know. And I don't know why I decided actually, because it felt like really something new and different, and I got excited about all the future I might get, like working with cool brands. And what is good about marketing, I think, and public relations as well, that you can join any industry basically, because the tools are kind of the same, and you can switch industries if you like bored, so or you want to try something new, and you can also work in a company or in an agency, you know, and from like both sides. So it was a lot of options, and I decided to try it.
Yes, never get boring because you have a chance to work with actually any industry and practicing this marketing tools.
Yeah, I think that's what excited me. So I studied in a university in Russia, and then
What's the university?
it's People's Friendship University of Russia. It's an international one, and I think the only one that is international in the country. That's why I chose it. Yeah, and it was kind of a start thinking to move to another country.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like a lot of people from all over the world.
It's actually one of the more diversified universities. So you really can meet people from all over the world.
Yeah, you can't even imagine, because I saw that it's just like a different groups of countries represented, but it's like really all of the world. So that was
very unique for Russia.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, that's
fun. Yeah. Yeah, and after that, you finished your.
Yeah, I graduated and I started working as a journalist for like a year. Also because I was just offered this job, and it was not in a famous media outlet, but not a well-known, but it was more business-oriented, and we talk about HR, human resources in like big corporations, about economy and things like that. So, and it also helped me to kind of get the skills of networking, I will say, because I had to interview lots of people and ask them questions and be like really outgoing.
Yeah, out of the box after university, just to get the experience from people around who have that.
But that time, because I've been talking to all the top like leaders of the big companies like IKEA, I don't know, like Nike, and then I decided that working in corporation is not actually my thing.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a lot of pressure, and it's also you like a person. I mean, I'm not trying to say that no one should work in corporations, but to me it felt like, oh, I will just have this like one specific thing to do, and that's it. Versus with the entrepreneurship, you can try everything at once, and then like decide what you really like to do.
Yeah, that's actually the beautiful part of entrepreneurship. This is what I love about that. Yeah, working in corporate world.
It's kind of you decide, but it's also, it depends.
Sometimes
circumstances, but
we'll speak about that later about the challenges, because it's a big part of being an entrepreneur. Yeah, and you, after working for a year in journalism, and you decided to pursue entrepreneurship career, or you decided to go still to work at a small business. How was that?
Then my friends, they started building a marketing agency, and they kind of also invited me to join the team. And for me, it was just natural switch, because they were my friends, and we work with the architectural bureaus and clients, and they still exist, and now they called Plant the Best, and Nadia Okhunova is the founder.
Say hi.
Yeah, I'm really actually grateful that I had this experience, because I learned a lot there. Yeah, I've been trying different skills and different roles. So I worked as a PR manager, then social media, then marketing strategist. So it was like a lot, and the schedule was pretty flexible, I would say, because we worked a lot, but we still, if you feel like, okay, I need a break, or I need to go and have a vacation, you can do that. Yeah, because it's like a small group of people, and you're becoming friends, really. We're working together. So I spent there like 4 years, I guess. Yeah, most of the time, and then I moved to the US. It's actually helped me as well, because I could take my projects and work in any country. So basically, that supported me for a little bit.
Yeah. So actually, after having such an amazing experience working with your friends in such a beautiful city, Moscow, why did you decide to go to New York? What was your agenda, maybe, or how did you feel about switching?
Yeah, that was not planned actually, but I After some time, I just felt that I want to live somewhere else and like meet new people and just have better and bigger work opportunities as well. And first, I came to New York as a tourist and explored the city.
As we all do.
Yeah, and I found out that a lot of my friends actually moved and they like feel comfortable here, and that gave me like a huge support. And I feel like I'm not alone here at all. And yeah, if they did it, I can do it as well. So I spent some time here and even found a job, but then eventually we didn't work together, but still it gave me lots of opportunities already. And then I moved back to Moscow just to think about life. And then I made my decision, like strong decisions, and I want to move again by myself. And
so it was like a trial period.
yeah, it was a trial period. Yeah, and I felt like I fit in, and New York is I don't know why, but it started feeling like home, just like
right away.
Right away, yeah.
Yeah.
So
New York is an amazing city, and actually you mentioned that you made this strong decision and you found the job here, but you decided to go your own different way with your career.
yeah, because it's about like working for someone or working for yourself, and I used to work for myself. And just to commit with some company to me felt like a little stressful, because I really felt that I'm gonna be dependent on like one job and a team, and I don't know if something will go wrong, I don't know, I gotta find a new one. So it was a lot of a hustle, and that's why I decided, okay, I'm just then gonna open my own agency.
Okay.
Yeah, and work for myself. And yeah, actually, when I came back to Moscow, me and my friend Natasha Gladish, Natasha, hello, my love. Yeah, we decided to build our own company, a digital media agency, K917, in Moscow. So while I was there, thinking about my like life choices, we built a company. We mostly worked as a digital media agency and helped our clients with digital marketing, social media, video production.
What
photos.
year was that?
Yeah. That was 2017, 2018.
So it actually was a big boom of social media.
Yeah, yeah. That's why we were like, okay, that's easy. We're gonna do that, and we loved it as well. So we just liked the creative process, work with photographers and creative types, and that was the first, I think, experience of opening your company. Yeah, and then when I moved to New York, we decided that we're gonna also establish a company here, and we'll work.
So like representation.
Yeah, and we'll work
this
on this market as well.
Brands you've been partnered in this agency is like very well known. It's Puma, Nike, Samsung.
But we actually collaborated with them. It's not
it was
that
like
we
cross
worked
marketing.
Yeah, directly, but for our clients, we had these collaborations and did a few like mutual projects together. So yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. Did you experience any challenge in working in Russia, being entrepreneur in Russia that period of time?
But I would say that we didn't have like a huge business. Maybe that's why it was a little helpful. But just being a woman and an entrepreneur, yeah, it's not easy in Russia, I would say, because most of the like top positions in the companies are male, and they treat you like a girl who, I don't know why, but decided to work with them and compete with them. So yeah, it was a little pressure, but not too much. But I just stayed there for like a year, and I moved because I felt like that here it's better culture, and people more open. They just treat you like a normal person.
Yeah, so right now you mentioned that you are focusing on web-free tech startups, and you're working in marketing. Actually, what type of marketing are you focused on building the strategies for those startups?
I would say it's mostly tech startups, but Web3, yeah, now it's like very popular, and that's why it's a lot of demand on the market. So, and I'm working with Web3 projects as well. It's mostly Metaverse projects, and because for me, the space, I understand it more rather than, I don't know, art, NFT, or even crypto. And also it's social networks like dating apps and gamified dating apps. So it also could be a Web3, and it can switch to Web3 easily. But just generally tech startups that like bring something to the world, let's say. Just like robot delivery or
Yeah.
things like that.
Oh my gosh, when I'm thinking about marketing, just generally, this is such a huge, diverse discipline. It's gigantic. And there are so many things there, like social media marketing, lead generation, customer support, like CRM, and it's all like marketing. Thinking about that, what is your strong side? What are you mostly focused on working on the marketing brand strategies for for tech startups right now?
So for now, I work with early stage startups and middle stage, I would say, and they have a product and they just build it, or they build an app, and then they don't know what to do with it. And
you're very good on the tech side.
Yeah, how to gain clients, how to also find users and attract users, and that's where I am helping with. And it's mostly like strategy, marketing strategy in general, but with the startups it's hard to say because I mean it's just this environment is very broad and fluid, I would say, and everything is changing all the time, so you've got to adapt and just experiment a lot.
This is actually the pros and cons working with startups, right?
Because you cannot just like stick with one strategy and like for half a year, because like every 2 months you kind of trying a new tool to see if it like will be successful or not. And
and
most of them, they don't have like a lot of budget in the beginning and investments, so we are doing it like we're hustling. I would say.
Yeah, based on your experience, what type of strategies small business owners should try working on with a small budget, not breaking out their budget?
Yeah, I would say collaborations and cross-marketing and partnership with bigger companies and bigger brands, but in the same field, or it might be even different field, but somehow your audience cross, and you can, the startup or your business can give something to that company, let's say extra value or extra service. Collaborations and partnership with bigger brands is what can give you the audience, the traffic, and just bring your company to the next level. But you also, it's like a win-win partnership, and you provide something to that company as well.
For example, what could you provide as a small business to a big company? I have my own experience when I was working on my beauty box. We had partnerships with such huge companies as PayPal, Yandex. And what we brought there, we gave a gift, extra discount to their customers. So for example, special offer for all PayPal like users or Yandex or whatever.
Yeah, this
so
type
you could
of things.
bring this
or
type
in
of
terms
things.
of the product, let's say you build a product. So I'm working with this travel startup now, and they build this platform where you can book entertainment around like in any location. And
in New York City?
In New York City, yeah, and like, I don't know, easily Europe, whatever, yeah, across the US as well. And we started collaborating with the hotels because we saw that, it's going to be good for him, because the product itself was not for like just a specific industry, but we just offered, okay, we can just I don't know, mention your hotel and put it on a map, and your guests will see what is happening around without you asking them all the time, like, hey, what should I do in the city? And they liked it, and that's how it worked. And it's like free for them, and it's good for the startup because they have clients through these hotels, and the hotels just like provide this extra service with the entertainment and booking, and they also like receive some commission.
Yeah, so it's like commission based or percentage, so you can place your product somewhere on a bigger platform and to offer to this platform some percentage from sales and from
just like think of what can you bring to your partner and offer it. I mean collaborations and partnership is it's good in life and important in life and in personal life as well, and in business. And for me it's really working with any company. Yeah,
it's like speaking about entrepreneurship mindset. So you always think what you can bring to this world, what you can bring to these people, how you can improve their life, and the same way you could treat your clients you're working with and your partners. It's like you always have to think about that. What will be?
No, I wish I think about that, but it's not on my like top thoughts. But I just like working with this type of people who are actually like building new products and trying to change the world and or bring something valuable. And to me, it's we cross with our values here. And I'm learning a lot all the time from these people, from like any new client in the industry. I'm digging in and
speak about like how there are so many brands who are seeking for good marketing, and how do you choose those brands you want to work with? Do you have like specific criteria? Is it like you mentioned it as values, so you feel like it's important?
But I think it's mostly like an interesting project, and it's like the team, if the people are cool, if they create like and build great, interesting projects. Like now I am working with, speaking of Web3, I'm working with this company, they're from Berlin, and they build this like tool kit for other companies, and anyone can build their own metaverse, let's say, and they collaborate with such institutions as museums and cultural spaces, and they build like digital spaces for them. So that's kind of cool, and basically it's an interesting like products, great team. And a good budget, of course. Just like top three, how I decide to work with someone or not.
Yeah, and that's very much like it. What else rating it?
Yeah, but I mean, it depends on your also values. Maybe for someone, just like money doesn't matter or something.
Like, actually, just mentioned that you working with this platform, this brand who creates platforms for metaverses.
To create your own metaverse,
To create your own metaverse. Actually, we've been thinking about our project Orchard Gallery to build something, like that. Which brands should consider creating the metaverses? That like some like hubs where people sell products, like digital fashion, for example, collectors of different stuff they should create, like galleries. What businesses have to be prepared?
All that you mentioned. But actually, it's like a lot of hype now about the metaverse, and I know that some even like food companies, they open their
food companies.
No. They're like shops in the metaverse, but like why would you go
I would love to eat virtually and just
with a group of friends. I mean, it's just for fun, I guess, because to me, if you have such like spaces, physical spaces, like your gallery, let's say, or you just want to entertain maybe your community and your audience that you're working with, that would be a great thing, just to have your digital space and to meet there with people, to hang and
to hang in the virtual world.
In the virtual world, and not like only hang, but just like do virtual events there. So I think for me, now it's working mostly for the virtual events.
Okay, for
maybe some exhibitions, like digital exhibitions. And if you host lots of, if you have a lot of communication with like community, that's also great. because you can gather people in this like one digital space, and they will become your adopters of your brand.
Yes, and actually working on this type of projects as a marketing expert, which are those tools you are using, are they different from those tools you use working with physical products or with some physical services which are existing in our world, in the real world? Is that a big difference from the marketing perspective for you as an expert?
Now it's all switched to digital, of course, and but the tools are the same. So the same like working with influencers, let's say.
Okay, influencers.
Influencers, yeah, in your field, and
but more
media
tech-related,
presence, also like you and your company should be mentioned in media outlets. I think it's good for brand, like all the time.
For all brands.
And podcasts, interviews, conferences, whatever. But it's like we're talking now more about personal brand. Yeah, with the marketing tools, the influencers, as I said, collaborations, B2B is always working.
B2B like cross marketing, right?
Cross marketing, yeah.
So.
And I don't know, even email marketing.
So
Speaking of low budget, it's email marketing, even like cold outreach is still working, and you even can, I don't know, get investments from it.
No,
just sending like a bunch of emails.
Old-fashioned way. What I feel you need to explain to users on their language why they need this tool, why they need this digital product in a very simple way, and this is one of the most important roles of marketing and communications.
Yeah, because there are a lot of great products, but no one uses it.
No one understands it. Maybe it's a really great thing.
It actually really depends on the product first, because if you build an app and it's not working well, or you haven't thought in the beginning like for whom you're building this, and if it's even like a market and you can find your product market fit, that might be a problem. Because like I had such products, and we in a year switched to like a 3 different type of audience, because like, okay, now we're like working for these guys and then for these guys. But eventually they found their way.
Okay, this is the most important thing. Like couple months you can try.
You just spend budget.
Depends.
Experimenting if you can afford it, of course. But of course we're trying to work effectively without like spending money on useless things. And
actually, I was speaking with PR managers in the previous interviews, and we talk about with Maria Carr and with Paulina a little bit about values. Should brands communicate their values, or just the good quality product is enough today, or should they communicate something if we speak about diversity? Like current politics, even like in fashion, like everywhere. It's actually, I'm feeling that brands have to stay on the top of the latest news, what's going on in the world, what their customers have to evaluate, appreciate, what their customers appreciate, what they talk about. For example, if you speak about dating app, you're working on, I'm sure this communicates some values as well.
Of course. Now any brand, any product should has a face, I would say, so the customers can relate to this product. You should be like involved in any level. I'm not sure about like politics, and lots of brands trying
politics is very
trying to stay away of it.
Everyone.
But about like body image, about
body positivity,
about gender, age, and they should make like statements and what they do basically, so to kind of get a good reputation. Because
actually, I just recently checked the dating app you're working on, like the website, how they do that. And there are founders and people who work on the projects presented, and they have the age, not the real age, but the age in their head. How you call it?
Mental age.
Mental
Yeah,
age.
yeah, yeah.
It was so interesting. I was like, wow, yes.
Yeah,
And I saw you there in the team, and
yeah.
I'm like, okay,
I don't
that's
know what my
interesting.
age there, but like not far from my real age. So yeah, let's say like this dating app, their values and what they are bringing as there are no labels. And we should not put labels on people, you know, like and put them in a box. That's why they build this product where users, they don't have like, and they don't mention their age, their gender. It's only like you take a quiz and you get your personality, and then you match within these personalities. Yeah, and it's also like a group chat with friends, so it's like go beyond this just dating. And
yeah, it's pretty strong messages like this.
Yeah,
like versus traditional.
But it's like more for the Gen Z.
Gen Z. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. I'm like learning a lot. Just not in the dating.
Well, you should join. Maybe we'll find some friends.
I'm like, it's too late for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. Actually, jump into being an entrepreneur, from marketing to entrepreneurship. How do you feel being an entrepreneur, female entrepreneur in the US? Different some genders. But is that different from being entrepreneur in Russia? Maybe there are, I'm feeling it's a different environment here, definitely.
No, definitely. Yeah, but I mean, I moved from Russia like 4 years ago. So I don't quite remember how was that. And I been an entrepreneur there just for like a year. And here I feel great actually. I don't feel any tension, any pressure on me or something. I never had any situations where I was, I don't know, treated differently.
That's good, yeah, because you work in tech startups. Yeah, it's probably mostly.
But now it's a lot of, I mean, it's diverse, and now it's a lot of women, of course. And actually, I like collaborating with this, like women empowerment movements, and these girls, they called Women in Tech. Actually, they have like a huge community, and they support each other. Or crypto witches, and
this is like community.
It's a community.
Wow,
Yeah,
crypto witch.
Like crypto witch. Yeah, where you can learn about crypto and investments. Yeah, and it's like female founders and like the female community.
Yeah, I love it.
They have a cool design. Yeah, so that's why I joined actually.
That's great. Is it how you can find it? It's a website or it's social
media? They have a website.
Okay.
Yeah, they have
just
like
maybe
really
give some
cool newsletter and Instagram, of course. Yeah,
Instagram.
Social media.
What is the role of Instagram in building social networks like that? Do you find that still a good tool? I'm feeling like when I'm working on the brand, of course, it's content creation. And the second huge part is building the community, engaging with people. And right now I'm feeling that social media is changing to this direction. I mean, there is a lot of tools promoting your content, like reels, obviously, like videos, right?
Yeah, they like a new tool pop up every week, I guess, now. Yeah, Instagram is now, I feel like, not the best platform. I mean, it's still major platform, and they still invest a lot of budget for the influencer campaigns, and like speaking just not only about brands but the creative people who want to earn money and make money on their content. Yeah. So Instagram is still a platform, but I know that their algorithms, they work really bad. I mean, it really depends on how many followers you have. So like creating content is not your first thing, right? You gotta think about, okay, how I grow my audience, and now it's like super hard. It's also like about ads or collaborating with bigger brands or platforms, and also it's like a payment, but usually payment offers.
Not all the brands need maybe social media, or do you feel like they have to diversify their streams?
Yeah, I mean, It's good to have just like to be represented on social media, probably, because now if people cannot find you on social media, they will be stressed. I think. Yeah. Should I trust you or not? You know, even your personal accounts. But with brands, but maybe for some of them, it's not necessarily to be very active, you know, and like post a lot. If I don't know, we're talking about, I don't know, some constructions or things like that. But even such companies can be can highlight their like life in a really funny and good way. So it depends. Or like memes, you know, a lot of companies now just like have this Instagram accounts and they post memes based on their industry, like this like Freeze magazine. It's an art show and an art magazine. So and they mostly post memes on galleries, on artists, and it's fun.
Everyone wants to repost it and just have some fun.
And that's how you have an engagement.
Great tool.
Yeah. So memes became like the way how we communicate now and express our feelings, emotions, and even like reflect on news. So.
Yeah, actually, I recently saw very cool memes on Balenciaga fashion show. I think you saw like how girls have been entering the room in the big gowns.
Oh yeah.
And then like so many funny stuff. Like some social media. Like some brands getting very creative around creating memes, like making fun of themselves as well, to have like this sense of humor sometimes. Also, it's
so humor is a great tool. Yeah,
that's cool.
If you're not too serious.
Yeah, that's true.
We talked about entrepreneurship, and my way I feel. I feel like good being a female entrepreneur here in the
we
US.
started about entrepreneurship.
And also it's just such a journey, you know, and you can work, first of all, you can choose who you want to work with in terms of clients or like team members. And I mostly work with friends or people I know and people I trust. And it doesn't feel like work, I would say, in this case. Of course, we have like deadlines, also lots of stress, but these things it make life a little easier and workflow easier.
How do you manage the healthy boundaries? How you create those maybe boundaries? Because I'm feeling working with friends, it's an amazing thing because you're just quickly communicating, like you understand each other, and from the other side, I'm thinking it's sometimes can be so mixed because I don't know, like being like entrepreneur, right? Sometimes you use like social media, for example, and you can mix like business and personal and this and that. Sometimes like you think that you need to create this boundary, or you could have your phone, right, and all these notifications come in about work, about your personal life, maybe even from the same person can go. And how do you feel about that? Do you manage, how do you, or maybe like working at home right now, you don't have this boundary between your work and your
but
personal.
I suggest not to work at home. Just to like get an office or I work from like co-working spaces mostly. Yeah, but with friends, I think it just like it could be risky, because you can ruin not only your business relationship but even like friendship, which is to someone even more important. And but I feel like in the beginning you already feel who you can work with and with whom not. Because you kind of need to not only be friends but also have the same kind of like, not personalities, but the same structure of work. And let's say with our agency, my co-founder Natasha Gladys, she was more of a business side and like clients, and she was good at that. And I was also like I was finding clients for us, but for me it was more interesting also to build a team and like a good climate in our company. So, and we were like a parents, so when I'm tired, she can handle like some things. When she was tired, I took over her stuff. But the boundaries, I would say, it's hard actually to.
It is hard.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's possible. It just depends on your personal and on your personality. Yeah, because we like sometimes had these fights in our like chat, and then and by the way, let's grab coffee,
drink
or drink later. She's like yeah. But the good thing is to maybe have this like limit your time and not talk about work in the evening, let's say, or if you like going
to set up work hours.
Yeah.
After 8 p.m. we don't speak about
sort of, or if you go somewhere like to, I don't know, for dinner or to watch a movie, then you don't talk about work. But even if you really want to hold yourself, and just wait a little. And I think that's good. But it should be in the beginning already. So
yeah.
But I was lucky, and all people I've been working, they're just great.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
I don't know how it's happened, but I'm grateful.
How do you feel? You've been working also with so many startups, and speaking about the mindset, like there are 9 of 10 startups fail.
Yeah. True.
And there is a bright side. 10 startups out of 100 they win. And what do you feel about which mistakes founders have to avoid? How they should build their business? Maybe they have to be super positive about things. They have to
no, first of all, it's aside of a great like developers team and product or app or platform, the first thing is to build a good team, and not just like rely on yourself, because a lot of people, founders, they just work alone or not alone, but they can build it like a really good team, and to
delegate,
and to leave the control, can we say that? Leave the control?
Yeah.
Okay, not to be a control freak and not to control everything.
Not to be a control freak. That's
yeah. So this is the first thing, because the team and people actually lead you to success, and the smarter people you have, the better for you. So this is number one. Also, a lot of stuff like in marketing, they fail because it's hard to find the right way to present your product to the audience, to get your users, and it might take really years, like 4 years, 5 years, and then boom, you can win. But and investments, of course, but it depends on a CEO or founder. So his main goal and job is just to find more money, so people will continue working and building the product and developing the product, and also expanding their budgets into marketing. I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah. What would you recommend people who are thinking to start their own business and they have so many fears, or they have this passion project they're super excited about, but they're like, I have my stable job, maybe I should not do it right now. Like, how to overcome this fear to change for the best something?
Well, I would say just start.
Just start.
Because just start, and don't try to make it like perfect, or like wait for perfect conditions and situation in the world, or but of course, I would say if you are working in a corporate business and you can just like quit and say, okay, I'm gonna work. Many people do that, but that's also a failure. Sometimes might be a failure. So you have your budget, and you gotta be wise with that. But just starting and maybe thinking that it depends on ambitious, right? Because with our business, we just wanted actually to be independent, to have this like flexibility in life, to go to different countries and even work from there, but it kind of feels still you are on vacation, but you're still working, but it's your choice. Yeah, and to work with products that we like and just have fun. Actually, that was our goals. We didn't have like great ambitions like to change the world or grow this agency on like a huge level. So maybe if you think of it like something not that like huge, it feels a little better, and you can just start with smaller things, and then it will eventually grow and grow. And also if you have passion about it, because not a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, and it's fine.
It's true.
Yeah, it's fine. But if you feel that it's yours, you will be you will succeed. Yeah, because I started also. I was freelancing for a few years before, and that's how I managed to work with different companies at the same time. And yeah, and then I just like felt, okay, I need help here, and who can help me? People. Okay. So I found people, and so like, oh, now it's actually a company already.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do you feel the difference working for the company or having your own company?
But I never actually worked for someone. Just maybe that marketing agency.
For years,
started.
yeah. That's one.
No, it like it feels much better, of course, because you feel like, okay, I am the boss here in a good way, okay. And final decisions are on your side. So. And it's just like such a great process where you can learn a lot, even of like from your mistakes. And yeah, I feel, but sometimes of course you feel, okay, maybe there on that side is better because it's like better or more interesting people or more professionals, you know. But that was my thoughts, because I've been thinking, should I maybe join some company and work for them for a few years? But now I feel like I actually learned more just working for myself. Yeah, because you're trying such like a very wide. Wide field and a lot of things, and then you just understand what you really like to do and when you don't like to do, and what you don't like to do you just delegate to other people. And it's also a great thing when you help people to grow and to teach them, and when you can see it, the growth, you like, it's a good feeling. Yeah,
when you can see from when the brand went from A to B.
Yeah,
and
or
it's your work.
The startups, and when they like succeed, you're like, oh, I am a part of this as well. So
yeah, and you feel like really part of that important part.
Yeah.
Yes, and New York City, like, it's an amazing place to be, to find so many brands. Are you happy about your life here in New York?
Yeah, I am very happy, and I still love New York. I have this like 2 years of New York, I would say, like normal. When it was normal, and then 2 years of the pandemic.
You just had like really short.
Yeah, I just started having fun, and then it was the pandemic happened. So yeah, but it actually helped me also a lot to kind of ground it, and to like calm down a little bit, because New York has so much to offer, and it's sometimes hard to refuse, you know, or I wouldn't say like hard to stop, but yeah, it's like you want to try a lot of things, go to different events, meet with a lot of people, and it could be destructive.
And then you have FOMO.
Yeah. Yeah. And it could be destructive if you're building your business, you're like, where I can get all this time.
Yeah, how you have to manage your time to be everywhere you need to be.
Yeah, but New York is great in terms of people, and you can meet, I wouldn't meet all this clients if I would not be here, if I'm not here.
Yeah, do you go like often to different professional events, like networking?
Before, yes, but after the pandemic, not really. Yeah, but I now it's also digital, and we just like a call, each other, and yeah, I met a lot of people online. But it's great feeling when you actually can see each other at some event. You're like, oh, you're real. Yeah, now it started happening more often. Yeah, with this Web3, with the NFT week in New York or in Miami.
Yeah, NFT week in New York was actually, it's like a New York Fashion Week in the future. New Yorkers.
But Fashion Week has more style.
But still, it's like such a gigantic event. Everyone, the New York is like buzzing.
Yeah, you can get lost actually there, and also like 90% of that products or startups will disappear soon. So I was mostly focused on digital fashion because and the Metaverse section. That's it.
Yeah, digital fashion is the new thing. It's true. Yeah, and actually I'm sometimes feeling that how you find your community which will support you. You mentioned a couple communities for women in tech.
Women in
and
tech.
Sometimes like maybe some communities, women in business, entrepreneurs.
There are a lot. Yeah, I'm not really a part of it, but I follow lots of such communities on Instagram actually, because they have this like motivational quotes that sometimes give me strength.
Yeah.
Or just like interesting facts or statistics. Yeah, that could be helpful.
Maybe listen to podcasts.
I usually listen just a regular podcast. Like, I mean, I love 99% Invisible, but it's about everything, I guess. It's not like very professional oriented, but different topics. Or for the entrepreneurs, actually, it's pretty old, but it's still cool. It's called How I Built This. With Guy Raz.
Actually, I second time hear about that. I put it to my list.
Yeah. And he's been interviewing lots of entrepreneurs. How they started their business, what were the difficulties, challenges. Yeah,
I should follow.
Yeah, that's really cool. And they have these brands as Airbnb. That's probably Instagram, of course. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so that will be your favorite podcasts you go to?
No, that I would recommend, I would say. Mostly when I listen to podcasts, I am trying to listen something not connected with my work and related, because just to have different perspective or get knowledge on, like, I don't know, social studies, things like that. Because I feel like a break, not a break, but just like a rest is a good part of work, and you gotta do something aside of your work.
This is 100%.
Could be also my advice to entrepreneurs. Don't just like stuck in your company or like what you're building, because you sometimes need to get out of it and kind of see from a distance.
Yeah, it's just to get out from your company, and it's actually coming back to building boundaries from your business. From your business, that's important. And to sometimes I feel like I can work like 50 hours a week, and then I am so overwhelmed, burnt out. And this is something what's really important.
Yeah, just like build boundaries from your business, with your business, and try to have this like balance in life, and I think it will bring you to the next level or give you more success in life.
Yeah, that's true. What, based on your experience working with so many brands and marketing, if someone would love to build the same careers you did, as a marketing expert, as an entrepreneur, what would you recommend? Maybe some to-go tips.
I think like for what helped me was in networking. Yeah, because I met a lot of people and in the professional events, and not only in professional events. And through these people, I got some like jobs and some projects, and some of them became my team members. So that is important to be in marketing and public relation, because you need to be social.
Social,
Yes, so social. Also, your personal brand is important, and like participating in such an amazing shows as yours, it's important. Yeah, or just like writing articles for the media outlets on your topic. It also can give you some fame, I would say, in the
Level
industry.
up your brand.
And level up, yeah. And a lot of people reached me through my articles, and yeah, because they like read something or heard something about me. And so, yeah, working on your personal brand is important on social media as well. But I'm not very actually thinking about it, like putting a lot of attention to it. But yeah, media present and social and networking life. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. What is your definition of the success?
Oh wow, success. My definition of success probably do what you love and love what you do. Because if you feel passionate, and if you have this like energy after working crazy hours even, that's a great feeling, and that's to me means a success, that I'm like on my on the right way, you know. And yeah.
Having maybe a passion project itself.
A passion project itself, yeah. But I mean, if you're just passionate about what you do and the industry, then you will work better, then you will succeed faster, and then you also can work a lot without like burnouts, yeah. But don't forget about vacations. It's summer.
That's so true, yeah, I totally agree with you. Something you're excited to work in the future, something what inspires you right now?
I actually, but it's far away from tech and far away from startups, but it's still like was a part of marketing that I really liked in our company. It's a video production, and it's a storytelling through videos. So I think, yeah, that's what I will do on a side, but just as my personal project, and more to kind of express my creative side, because sometimes I miss it in my daily job.
Yes.
And yeah, I feel I got this calling, and now I am.
Yeah, actually, I just saw recently your camera, which you go to, and it's amazing. So you do type of interviews, stories about people.
It's, I don't know how it's called, yeah, because I haven't been studied filmmaking, but it's interviews, documentaries, and kind of storytelling. Yeah, I find just an interesting character and start talking to him or her.
Documentaries.
Yeah. No, storytelling. Let's start with that, and also some lifestyle videos for maybe fashion as well.
For fashion brands, yeah. Wow,
yeah,
that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I wish you a lot of success, and you already achieved so many beautiful things, and I'm sure with your passion project that also will go amazing. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, and I also wish you more interesting guests and more to come, and so we hear more about female entrepreneurship, or just like an interesting women in this world.
Find you if they want to collaborate with you or work with you.
Oh, they can find me on Instagram. You can mention it.
Okay, if you can.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. Email, Telegram, any messengers.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Yeah, and thank you so much for watching. We are excited to share more stories in our next shows. And yeah, have a great day. Sign up and follow us on YouTube. Yeah, find the contacts of the guests and follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye.